Right, I'm going to take you through how to make a simple, cheap pulley rig, and it's going to be a pennel. I usually use it for fishing for things like huss, when I'm trying to fish for cod. Still haven't had one yet, but keep trying. And yeah, it's an all-round good rig to use. It's ideal because it gets the weight off the bottom when you're reeling in if you've got a fish on, so you can't get snagged on any rocks or reefs or anything. So it's good for rough ground fishing, and it's a very cheap rig to make as well. So get into it. This is everything you're going to need to make the pulley rig. If you're doing a pennel, you're going to need 2 hooks. One preferably bigger than the other, so this one I think is a 5/0, and then I've got a 6 or a 7/0 there. This one is bent. I don't know if you can see that. So yeah, we'll put them aside. Then you're going to need 2 beads, but then I also use an extra bead, and I'll show you what to do with that and how you can use that on your rig. And then you're going to need 2 swivels. You can do pretty much any size swivel that you like. And then you're going to need either a bait clip or a rig clip. But if you're using a rig clip, you're going to need to have like a Gemini breakaway or a weight that has a breakaway system already on it. And then you're going to need some line, obviously. I use £60, find that it's strong enough, and this stuff is brilliant. It's brilliant stuff. Sometimes when you wrap your rigs around your rig winders, when you unwrap them, they tend to stay in that shape of the loop, like that. But I find that this stuff just comes straight out, and then as soon as you give it one run over, then it's back straight, and then it's ready to fish. So get into this now. So what you're going to want to do is what I do. So I take the line in my fingers there, and then I shush it out, put my arm at full length, and then go right to the tip of my nose. But for this video I'll measure out to maybe there, so that it fits in the screen, and then we'll snip the line. I always snip the line at an angle, so you can see that that's not dead on there. So then it gives you a nice sharp point. And then what you're going to want to do is, with this line, this is going to be your main body. So you're going to want to get your rig clip. If you get that straight through the eye, and the knot that I always use is you place your finger in between the line there, so it comes round your finger. Then you want to go over the top and wrap it over a couple of times, maybe 4 or 5 times, and then go back through the loop. It should look like that, and then you pull it tight, and then clamp onto there with any pliers, or even just put the weight on it and then just pull it down tight, and then snip off your end. So there's your weight clip. Then you want to get 1 bead, just slide that bead on. Now you have rig clip, bead, then you want swivel, and then you want your next bead. So you'll have rig clip tied on, then you'll have a bead, then you'll have a swivel, and then you'll have another bead. And what the bead does is it protects the knot up on this side by the rig clip. So if this swivel was hitting that knot, it could damage it, and then you could lose your weight or whatever. And now you're going to want to go to the other end and actually tie on your swivel. So again, go around your finger. 1, 2, 3. I'll just go 3 times for this purpose, because not going to be fishing with this rig. Just use it to do the video, and you're going to want to put some lube on it and pull it tight. Snip off the excess. So that's your main body of the rig. So you've got a swivel on one end, and then you've got bead, swivel, bead, and then you've got your rig clip tied on. So now you want to get another length of line, but what I suggest doing is taking your line, tying it onto the swivel. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then snip off the excess. Just to save wasting line, if you come to the top of your main body and just go in about an inch or so, and then just pull down tightly on both lines, and then come all the way down to the top of the rig clip knot. If you go to the top of that and then snip your line there. Then you're going to just slide on your first hook, which is going to be the smaller hook for the pennel. And then what I do is I slide on a bead then, and then tie on your bigger hook. So go through the eye. Each let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Go through, and then bit of spit on it, pull it tight, and then take off the excess, and now you have your rig body, but your rig, your hook length, I mean. But because you put that bead on there now, so you'll have this hook like that, but then you'll have that sat maybe there. You'll have your bait over the top of it all. But what that bead does is if the fish comes over the top and it hooks on there, say if a ray comes over the top, hooks onto this hook. Well, if this hook is out of the equation and not being pulled on, it's just this one, and the bait gets completely stripped but you're still hooked on. If this comes down to the bottom of this knot, if that bead wasn't there, this hook could then rub against that knot, if you can see there, and then you could end up breaking the knot, and then this hook would come straight off, and then you'd lose the fish, maybe for the fish of your lifetime. So what I do is I put the bead over, so if it does come down, the bead will come down and protect the knot from the hook, so that it won't break the knot, and it'll make sure that knot always stays as tight as it possibly can. You can go smaller with that bead if you want to, like I've got these much smaller beads here, so you could go to something like that instead, just to protect the knot, or you could even just put like a bit of tubing over the top, and like electrical tubing, and just to secure that knot down and make sure that your top hook won't wear away at it. So there's your pulley rig, and if you want to check it, if you just take your swivel, bring it up to the top, get your hook. It's a lot harder without a weight. So there you go, there's a pulley rig all done up. So you'll cast out, and as soon as it hits the water, that hook will then drop off, and you'll have your weight over here, and then